Someone left a comment on my video on the Xeno series about giving me a summary of Xenosaga 1. So I'm going to read it. I would like to apologize to at Corenstar. Oh yeah, spoilers for Xenosaga and potentially for Xenoblade 3 Future Redeemed. Okay? Okay? Are we all good? We're all good. In Xenosaga 1, humanity is spread out from their cradle and has spread out across large swaths of the galaxy. The technological leap was thanks to uncovering the golden, almost cross-shaped object known as the Zohar, legally distinct from both the Zohar and the conduit. Earth is a thing of the past. Unfortunately, humanity has encountered a galactic threat in the Gnosis. I have a sister. Ho 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 ho. Beings that are immune to conventional weapons can wipe out an entire planet's worth of people and entire combat fleets. We follow Shion, head engineer of kos-mos, an android purpose-built with new technology to combat the Gnosis. I see it, and some part of me wants to pronounce it like gnocchi. But it's not gnocchi. They're evil and mean, I assume. They are posted with a military fleet, and when it is attacked, kos-mos rescues Shion, and everything else blows up. Shion knows kos-mos is meant to save humanity, but cannot bear the violence left in kos-mos's wake. You know what? Fair enough. That's fair enough. It is a long and arduous odyssey to get the pair back to safety. At some point, they meet up with a gunslinger named JR Jr., who is a leader in an independent peacekeeping force, the Kukai Foundation, because other groups militarized too much in the past and caused problems. He's a co-op! He's a co-op! He's a co-op! Oh, they also have a number of Zohar emulators. Not nearly as good, but very good power sources. Not as good as the original flavor Zohar, I assume. I think Zohar was a different thing in Xenogears. There are 12, each named after a disciple of Jesus, of course, and marked with the first 12 letters of the Hebrew alphabet. Political opponents patent the Kukai Foundation and party as the very thing they were meant to destroy, and blame them for rampant destruction. That sucks. This also attracts the attention of other baddies, including the insane man named Albedo. Makes me think of Genshin, who is worse than Shitan in basically every way. I had to take a moment to remember how I pronounce Shitan. It's appropriate because Shitan is shit. Also, how do you be worse than the guy who let his friends eat people who meet? He kidnaps a member of the party, a synthetic human girl named Momo, like Peach, to taunt them into a final battle. They rescue the girl, but then must deal with a final trap that endangers the planet. Xenosaga 2 is considered the weak point in the story, and so it will be more brief. Shion and kos-mos return to a civilized planet for once, and kos-mos is given to another department to continue operation with her military hardware company, Vector Industries. Find a computer room! Remember the Zohar? Well, apparently Momo knows where the original is, but Albedo got to the information first. Shion gets antsy about losing kos-mos, her lesbian lover. They didn't say that. That's my addition. And other suspicious things, and sneaks off with new vector technology. Oh, she found the computer room. She pushes her luck too far and attracts the attention of humanoid super beings called the Testaments. More Bible stuff! Yay! kos-mos breaks out of Vector, saves Shion, gay, and they all meet up with the rest of the party again. Junior has personal history with Albedo, so Shion decides to join forces with him to address and stop albedo. Doesn't albedo mean something else as well? Albedo, the proportion of the incident light or radiation that is reflected by a surface, typically that of a planet or moon. Oh. So it's like a reflected light. Interesting. I didn't know that. Well, I did see it in, like, I think I saw that in, like, a Unity shader, maybe? In Xenosaga 3, Shion feels even more alone in the world. But she's in space. She's escaped to the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Vector is apparently up to some shady stuff. Who knew it? A company being up to shady stuff. But more importantly, kos-mos is slated for demolition in favor of a new better android named Telos. The party decides to make use of the robot slated for disposal anyway, and take off back to the stars. There they find a piece of lost Jerusalem, Earth, and find out that kos-mos may not be as mundane as she seems. This space anomaly is only the beginning, and the party gets sucked into a pocket dimension, reproducing the events of those pesky paramilitary conflicts of many years past. Here some masks are revealed, showing some of the true bad guys. We find out Shion may not be an ordinary human, and really turns out very people in the party are. Shion's brother Jin is the only normal one. He's completely written as BA anyway, since he's the new coolest Shitan. It's not hard to be the coolest Shitan. It's definitely not hard to be the coolest Shitan. With the location of the original Zohar revealed, anyone and everyone wants a piece of the pie. Ancient religious crusaders masquerading as a military force, political party factions from the first game, military contractors seen without, everyone wants it for their own purposes. Most of these turn out to be evil, or at least seriously messed up, and the party players keep away with them, winding up each plot thread in turn. They are each dealt with, and conversations are held with the head of each, including the long-lived politician Dmitry Yuriev and Albedo. Seriously, Xenosaga has amazingly developed villains compared to the other Xeno villains, at least if you ask me. Oh. The puzzle pieces start to fall into place. The superpower testaments, the manipulated mortal villains, all of them were working towards the end of one man, whether they know it or not, or rather a force of nature. He's not strictly a man, but he's a part of the universe, unbound by human sentimentality. He is legit trying to save the universe from basically spiritual entropy. Yes, Xenosaga did it first. He needs something from the party, though, including the power of Anima and Animus. They are two other universal-level power sources. The power of Anima was at one point divided up into 12 containers, the vessels of Anima, named for the 12 tribes of Israel. And yes, kos-mos harbors the sleeping soul of Mary Magdalene, and meets Jesus in a cutscene. The invasion of the Gnosis is simply a symptom of the looming problem. Equipped with this knowledge, the party confronts the force of nature titled Guardian of the Lower Domain. They reject his plan to reset the universe and determine they will keep on living. A final battle happens, all the while battered by Gnosis, battling fleets, and more. The Guardian nonchalantly is confronted by the party. In the end, he bows to their determination and zeal for life. Not Faye and not Ellie make an appearance, and with the party, use Anima and Animus to seal away the Gnosis. Nevertheless, the corrosion of the galaxy continues. kos-mos and a few other party members fall tragically. The party tries to flee the focal point of this collapse on their spaceship. When all seems lost, the spaceship is teleported far, far away by a mysterious force that really, really wants the universe to avoid collapse. The party finds themselves in a new galaxy with unknown constellations. They now seek Lost Jerusalem, which it seems was in another galaxy altogether. The new quest begins for more answers and a future they have chosen for themselves. The game ends with kos-mos floating through space, then through a solar system, the Sol system, toward the pale blue dot. One pale blue dot meeting another. What?